So normally every back session I will start with a lat pull down. But I'm switching up a little bit and I thought let's start with a T-bar row, because by the time I go on the T-bar row I'm usually fatigued. So I'm normally just dropping the weight and kind of doing slow negatives, you know, good squeeze at the top and stuff. Starting with 4 plates, see how it feels. I'm actually going to go for a more narrow grip on this one today. I always go for like a wide grip, but I'm feeling more like a narrow row, just to switch it up a little bit, because I've been kind of doing the same routines for a few weeks now, I guess, on back, so just good to switch it up. Yeah, that's a lot harder narrow grip. Ooh, I'll tell you that. Wow. Can't even explain why, but normally that's a lot easier for me, 4 plates, when I do wide grip. Oh. You know what, I might do 2 of each. Do 2 narrow heavy, 2 wide heavy. See what that feels like. Yeah, still got decent reps there, felt good, but I was just surprised how heavy that was, to be honest. Good bit of cardio that, I guess, as well. Like, I always feel pure gas, just because you can't breathe when you're in it. Heart rate 140. Whew. Come on. Come on, get it, yes. Come on. Yep, yep. Come on, get it. Yes, mate, that's nice. That squeeze there, mate. By the way, I didn't touch that either. I didn't touch that either. I feel like sometimes having a placebo of someone like on it, yeah, it makes you feel like you're getting that help and you're not. Ooh. Yeah, it is. It feels it. I kind of made the mistake, like relaxing at the bottom there, but I needed my breath. But then it's so much harder when you take that tension off. You know you can't. You can't breathe, man. Like, do you train your lower back though? Do you? Yeah. Yeah. Same here. See, I used to make the mistake of I had a bad lower back, so I wouldn't train my lower back, and then it's the worst thing you can do. So every back session now, I'll be doing hypertrophies till fail, like 4 sets, and then hyperextension, sorry, and then I'll have not a core day, but maybe like a couple of core exercises like every other day, but not just like abs, like fundamental, like functional core, you know, like all your fundamentals, so like your obliques, your lower back, like just your stability work. So a lot of rollouts, a lot of planks, stuff like this. Since I've done that, not only has it helped me lower back, it's helped everything like pull-ups. It's helped like bench press, even just like being able to kind of. Of course it is. Everything comes through your core. Yeah, yeah. Everything. Yeah. Of course. It's probably the most neglected part of everyone's body. Like, people train biceps every single week, you know what I mean? Like, why do people neglect abs or core? You know what I mean? It always comes last, like, why? You know what I mean? You wouldn't go a week without training your chest. Just want to see what this actually feels like with a wide grip on 4 plates. Yeah, just feel a bit easier. Sack it, let's go 5 plates there. Whew! Come on then. Put an extra plate on just for banter. Might not even get 3 reps here. Away, man. Ah. 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 I'm hot. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Thanks, mate. That was too heavy. That was too heavy. Mate, the range of motion was like that. Yeah. Let's go. Yes, good. That's nice. Come on. Keep them. Yep. You got more? At least 6 here, mate. Come on. 2 more. Yep. And again. Come on, another. Come on. Another. Another. Yeah. Come on. Get it. Well done, mate. That was nice. Was that 6? Nice, mate. PB. Come on. Ah. 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 Ah, give us 4 passes. Ah. 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 That's one. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, my way. Ooh. Right, so like I say, we've already kind of done a heavy weight on the T-bar for 4 working sets, so I'm going to jump on this lat pull down. Quite a light weight right now. I may move up depending on how this first set goes, 2 plates aside, but I'm going to concentrate on just that stretch at the top, slow negative, and just get really nice concentrated reps in. One thing I'm going to do is get that seat right at the bottom. It was quite high up, so it was kind of the full range of motion. I couldn't really get that stretch up there because the seat was so high up, it wouldn't allow me. So now if I put that seat lower, it means I can actually, it can drag me up the weight and I can get a good stretch. Yeah, it's better. See how it hangs up. Right, now we're going to pump them out. Oh, ha, yeah, that's probably too light. The set was taking so long, so I'll probably move up maybe half a plate each side because I don't want to go too heavy again. To be fair, like I say, I want good reps like I did just then, but just not as many. But just how I did there, and I kind of had really slow, controlled reps, a good squeeze, good stretch, etc. Once I kind of got a feel at that, I just pumped out as many as I could, and I kind of didn't really worry about form too much, and still didn't let the weight control me. You know, I still controlled the weight the entire way, but it was just more kind of rep them out and see if I can kind of get that beyond failure part. And you'd see as I get through the reps, that range of motion started like wide, like so it gets smaller and smaller, you know, and to the point where I was moving like an inch. Wow. Wow. Wow, come on. Wow. Wow. Oh. Ha. Ah. Ah. Oh man. That's when you know you fail, when your reps are moving like an inch, like moving like that much from the top. Ah. That's what it's about, man. It's just about training your muscle to as true failure as possible. It's not about getting the 10 reps, it's not about getting the 6 reps, whatever. It's about getting that muscle to absolute fatigue, to the point where you can't do even half a rep more. That's how you're going to get your muscles to grow. Oh. Right, so I've gone for a moderately heavy weight here. I'm not looking for a stretch, maybe a slight squeeze. I'm just trying to get reps. So I've already just done one set and I got about 12 reps. But I don't want to move up, because I feel like that'll take away the range of motion and any possibility of a squeeze. So keeping it 2 plates aside, still more than my body weight, so it's still a decent weight. But the grip that I want here, so you can choose your own grip on this machine, which is really good. I'm going for like an inverted grip, is that what we call it? Well, like a reverse grip, I guess. So I want to be bring my elbows in, kind of like my wrists facing me, if that makes sense, like my palms facing my chest. I just feel like it allows for a deeper stretch that way. Not stretch, contraction. Right, let's go. Oh. Mm. Mm. Yeah. Oh. 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 Oh, come on. Wow. Wow. Oh. Oh. So what I was doing in partials at the end there, you'll notice, I wasn't really moving at all. Like, I wasn't getting deep, obviously, with the rep, but I wasn't pulling with my elbows at this point, like with my arms, because I was fatigued, I had nothing left. But I was actually pulling with a little bit of my lat, like a bit of my back. Sounds weird, but like, that's like the muscle I was just purely activating at that time. So obviously I can't pull down there with just my back, but I can kind of move my scapula a little bit like this. And then just when you write a failure, and you really feel it when you do that. It's just basically trying to get your body any way possible to get the failure. So once you've kind of failed and you've got nothing more, try and cheat it and just get a little bit more. You know, even if it's not like the most optimal way of isolating that muscle, it doesn't matter, because that muscle's already exhausted by then because it's failed. So if you can do even half reps where you, say, bring another muscle into it to help kind of take over, you're still putting that original muscle through that motion, causing further fatigue. So just try it, and it applies to literally any exercise that you do. If you can find a way to do partials, spotted reps, assisted reps, or just cheat in any way, shape or form like that once you've reached failure, honestly, like, that's a great way of progressive overloading, because it takes you beyond failure. Yeah, that was probably a little bit too light, to be honest. I'll put it up. I'll go half a plate aside for this. I don't know how many reps I got, but it was too many reps, really. One thing as well on this, by the way, is same for most pull downs as well. Once you hit failure, or like you're hitting failure, like I said, your body's going to want to start like cheating type thing. Now, you want to make sure you keep your shoulders up like this, because what your body will want to do is come in like that, almost like a crunch, because it's just cheating subliminally and trying to bring any muscle in to help you. So what I'd rather you do in that circumstance, if your muscle is failing and you can't really get that full rep anymore, is maintain your posture so you still putting the emphasis on that muscle you're trying to target, but just do half rep or assisted rep rather than completely change the exercise, if that makes sense. Because by hunching over that way, you bring your shoulders into it, you're probably bringing a lot of biceps into it, you're bringing a lot of abs into it, you know, it's just not, you might as well just drop the weight at that point, is what I'm trying to say. But I couldn't get much content on the last exercise because it was getting so busy down there. When I first went over to the cables, it was dead. There was no one on there. So I was thinking, jackpot, I'll jump on here instead of going on the ones at the other side of the gym or upstairs where it's typically more quiet, but it's out the way, a bit dark. So I'll jump on here, and then as soon as I went there, it was like every side of the cable machine was then took up. It was nuts. So I got a quick set in while no one was really there because I felt like I didn't want to get in people's way, you know. So yeah, I got the one set in there, but we did 3 sets, not long rest. But yeah, now to finish it off, some hyper extensions as I finish off every single back day. Now, this isn't to say this has to be in your back day. This could be just part of a core day. But do not neglect the lower back. Like, it is so fundamental to, well, one, your overall physique, and two, just your core functionality. Like, if you think majority of the exercises that you do in the gym, whether you're training arms, legs, whatever, all comes through your core. And a lot of your core is your lower back. So when you notice, for example, if you're training abs, when your abs start to reach failure, your back takes over, which at that point you should stop because it's not in your abs anymore. If you've got a strong back and just basically strong core in general, it's going to give more endurance to your abs. It's going to give more endurance to absolutely everything that you train. So do not neglect lower back, especially if you've got back issues. So I have lower back issues and I have since I was a kid. So just make sure that you train it, because I made the mistake of not training lower back at all for like 2-3 years, thinking I don't want to make it worse. But then I was making it so much worse by doing exactly that, you know, and not training it because it was so weak. So I don't typically go heavy on this because of my lower back issues, but you should still try and get some weight on there where you can. But even if you're just doing body weight, that's absolutely more than fine. Oh. Ah. Oh. Ow, 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 ow. God, that hurts. You get such a pump on so quick with this. You just want to make sure when you do the hyper extensions, depending on what you're trying to train, like I'm trying to train lower back here, but this is also a great exercise for glutes and hamstrings. But if you're training for your lower back, for example, you want to make sure that the emphasis is on your lower back and not on your glutes and hamstrings, and vice versa. The best way to do that is simply mind muscle connection. So if you're trying to train glutes, think about your glutes, actively tense and squeeze your glutes as you're doing the rep. And that'll just put the emphasis on your glutes, same as your lower back. So right now when I'm doing the reps, I'm going through the motions, I'll make sure that I'm only thinking about my lower back and I'm actively trying to squeeze that at the top. And now I don't feel any tension at all in my hamstrings or glutes because of that. But if I was to just totally relax and just kind of go through the motions and not really think about that mind-muscle connection, I'm going to bring a lot of everything into it, and rather than focus on one thing, I'm probably just going to kind of train many things, but not in a good way, if that makes sense. Right, I think I'll call it there for the video. What I'm going to try and do, that's if you're even still watching at this point, I didn't want to bombard people and upload constantly with these workouts because it might get boring, but I've been doing a lot of shorts, and a lot of people have been actually commenting or DMing me and saying like, this has really helped, like thanks, which is amazing because this is exactly why I've done this, started doing this content, you know. So I'm actually going to do more long form, and just rather than say post up my socials and say go watch, I'm just going to upload it to YouTube, and if anyone watches, they watch. If not, you know, whatever. So I'm going to try and do more cool videos like celebrity workouts or eating challenges, stuff like this. In those, I'll actively advertise on my socials and stuff. But just the general workouts, I'm in here every day anyway. I might as well record them, put them out there. It might get 1 view, it might get 100 views. Like, it doesn't matter. It might get no views. Like, but if anyone's ever looking for inspiration on like what to train or what workout to do or anything, then at least they can go through my channel and say, right, okay, I'll look for a back day or an arm day or whatever they want to do, and see what I do. And then, you know, at least there's a long explanation of like, well, here's my routine and this is how I do it and this is what I focus on and some tips along the way and stuff, you know. So that's what I'm gonna, I think, start doing, and just upload that frequently. And then at least it's there, like in the archives, if anyone wants to go through. But yeah, I'm gonna call. I'm gonna do 2 more sets of this. I'm gonna do some core. Sorry, not some core. I'm gonna do some abs, and I'm gonna do 20 minutes on the bike and call it a day. But yeah, if you're still watching, thanks very much. I'm not on it, mate. Yeah, I'm just using that one.